Hi, it's me, number 10. Smithsonian suppression. In 1909, archaeologists working at the Grand Canyon supposedly uncovered artifacts that belonged to a lost civilization. A civilization so old it was thought to have been inspired by ancient Egypt. What was this mysterious civilization, and why did the Smithsonian cover it up? According to reports in the Arizona Gazette, a team of scientists entered a hidden cave system in the Grand Canyon and discovered shocking evidence of ancient human life. The cave paintings they found were almost identical to hieroglyphics found in Egypt. There were also mummies and other artifacts that suggested the existence of a culture that predated modern man. After the alleged discovery, the Smithsonian Institution took over the story and seemingly erased it from history. It's unknown if the Smithsonian ever planned to publish the results of their investigation or if they simply wanted to steal the evidence for themselves. Some believe the Smithsonian has even more proof of ancient life in the Grand Canyon and are doing everything in their power to keep it secret. Theories about mysterious cave systems. Long before modern scientists started exploring the depths of the Grand Canyon, the indigenous people knew there were vast networks of caves hidden beneath the canyon walls. The Hopi and Zuni tribes told stories of their ancestors living in underground cities and spoke of ancient visitors who arrived in large boats from across the ocean. They called these ancient visitors the Anunnaki. And according to legend, the Anunnaki came from a place beyond the seas to teach the natives how to farm, build homes, and live in peace. Sometime later, the Anunnaki vanished, only to return again thousands of years later in flying machines. It was as though they were conducting experiments on the humans who lived in the underground cities. And when they had gathered enough data, they returned to their ships and went back home. So what is the truth behind these Native American legends? Is it possible there really were ancient people living deep in the Grand Canyon? In 2004, the National Park Service finally admitted there were areas inside the Grand Canyon that had never been explored and that certain parts of the canyon remained forbidden to this very day. There are sections deep within the canyon where no one is allowed to go. No tourists, no scientists, not even the bravest explorers. But why are these areas restricted? Could it be because they contain evidence of ancient life? Or could something dangerous lurk in the darkness? We simply don't know, but maybe someday we will. Egyptian and Asian connection. When the news broke out about the discovery of the mysterious artifacts, the entire country went wild. People from all over America flooded into the Grand Canyon to see the incredible new evidence of ancient man. The Arizona Gazette reported the artifacts looked exactly like those found in Asia and Egypt. They also reported seeing mummies in the caves, suggesting the people who created the artifacts died thousands of years ago. But it wasn't just the artifacts that were strange. The paintings and carvings in the caves also seemed incredibly familiar to historians who studied ancient Egypt. One report said, quote, "The relics and pictures found in the cave are of Egyptian origin and of a type which cannot be found elsewhere. The work of man is plainly discernible and bears unmistakable evidence of having been produced with a tool." If what these explorers said is true, then an ancient global civilization reached America thousands of years before Christopher Columbus ever set sail. And yet there is absolutely zero evidence of these people anywhere else. So who were they and where did they come from? Why do they seem to be connected to Egypt and Asia? And how did they get to America so long before it was discovered by Europeans? Why the secrecy? Even today, scientists aren't sure how long ago ancient Egyptians roamed around North America. It's obvious that a culture of some kind existed here long before the United States was officially discovered. And it's also clear that the Smithsonian Institution wants to keep these discoveries a secret. But why wouldn't they want people to know about these ancient people? If the reports are true, it would completely change the way we understand American history. It would also prove that America was home to multiple advanced civilizations long before the first Europeans set foot on the continent. But this goes against everything the United States has ever taught its citizens. Many believe the government and other elite institutions don't want this knowledge revealed because it threatens the foundations of society. Others say the government knows about the ancient civilization, but has no idea how old it actually is. Some believe the government may even know that the ancient people didn't just come from Egypt, but from another planet altogether. And if the general public found out that aliens visited Earth so long ago, it could cause widespread panic and chaos. After all, nobody is truly sure how an alien race would react if they learned that humans knew of their existence. Would they be friendly or would they turn violent and try to wipe out any evidence of their past visit? Modern evidence. Satellite images have shown that there are dozens of unusual cave entrances near the Colorado River. Many of these caves appear to have been deliberately sealed, perhaps to hide whatever is inside them. Other images show bizarre structures and shapes that defy explanation. Are these structures natural or artificial? Could they be hiding messages left behind by our ancestors or evidence of extraterrestrial life? Scientists say everything in the Grand Canyon was formed by natural processes. But many researchers are skeptical. How could anyone be sure that there isn't something unnatural hidden deep within the canyon? This question has only grown since 2003 when a group of explorers tried to uncover the secrets of the Forbidden Zone. They noticed many of the caves in the area appear to have been purposely blocked, as if to prevent anyone from entering. While examining the caves, they found strange markings and symbols that looked nothing like anything the Native Americans had ever carved. These symbols were unlike anything previously seen and couldn't be dated. Scientific methods failed and scientists were stumped. All they could do was speculate. This is when the group of explorers decided to drill into the rocks and extract samples for radiocarbon dating. Their plan was to find out just how old the markings actually were. But while drilling, they hit solid rock. This was strange since X-rays had shown the markings were only on the surface. The team drilled deeper and eventually obtained a sample. When the sample was sent off to be dated, the results came back as being 8,000 years old. But this was impossible since the Grand Canyon was full of ancient Native American ruins at least 1,000 years old. Who carved the markings and why did they block the entrance to their caves? Did an ancient global civilization exist thousands of years ago and somehow hide itself away in the Grand Canyon? Was this civilization from Egypt or perhaps from another planet entirely? What do you think is hiding in the Grand Canyon? Let me know in the comments below. The official story. Even though many explorers and scientists have searched for the hidden caves and artifacts, there is no trace of them. Even the Smithsonian has refused to comment on the claims made in the Arizona Gazette. This has led many to believe the official story is that it all happened, but scientists are actively trying to cover it up. Others say there never was a lost civilization in the Grand Canyon, and that the whole story was made up to attract tourists. Perhaps there is some truth to both sides of the story. Maybe there really was a lost civilization in the Grand Canyon, but most of it has been destroyed or covered up. Maybe the Smithsonian did suppress the truth about the artifacts, but not because they didn't exist, rather because they weren't ancient at all. We simply don't know what is hiding in the Grand Canyon. But independent researchers are still searching for answers. Thanks for watching. Remember to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And let me know in the comments below what you think is hiding beneath the Grand Canyon. See you next time. Bye.